Hello, hi, Mililani Trask. Thank you for accommodating me so I can fly back to Big Island and home tonight. I'm submitting 5 pages of testimony with significant calls for amendments to the rules. 10 months ago, the State Attorney General issued 2 opinions. The opinion said that the PLDC is not exempt from Chapter 343. They are not exempt from environmental impact statements. They are not exempt from HRS Chapter 6E. They are not exempt from archaeological inventories, and they are not exempt from historic preservation requirements. Because of a campaign of misinformation and hysteria, everyone believes that the PLDC is exempt from these protections, that Hawaiians for years got arrested for, myself included. Because of this campaign of misinformation, I've drafted 2 new rules that take the language from the Attorney General opinions to make it real clear that we're going to protect Hawaiian resources, enforce Chapter 343, and not give out any exemptions. This was resolved 10 years ago in the AG opinion. For goodness sakes, let's use it now. I'm recommending a definition of the phrase culturally sensitive development. As I understand it, the problem was that nobody could figure out a way to protect our people's cultural resources under one legal regime. That is correct. I got arrested for this. Hawaiian burials are protected under the burial law. Trails and accesses are protected under those laws. Endemic species of plant and medicine are not protected like trails or burials. We have separate laws for that, just as we have separate laws to protect our heiau. I've written a definition so that we can move forward and get rid of the hysteria, and I hope that you'll take a look at it. I'm recommending significant changes to the purpose section of the law because the rules did not pick up the language from Act 55. Act 55 says PLDC can only move if there's economic, environmental, and social benefit for the people of Hawaii. Environmental issues are addressed in the AG opinions, but economic benefit and social benefit are not. And so I'm recommending rules to ensure that there is a benefit for the people of Hawaii, that there is a priority given to workers and labor from our state to ensure that our workers will be hired, that they will have a clean and safe environment, that they will have a fair wage, and if they are injured, they will have workers' compensation. I'm recommending language to ensure that businesses are Hawaii-based businesses, not foreign corporations or people coming from the continent, but businesses that are licensed to do business here so that we can benefit from it. For 2 years, we waited for the counties to come in. Now, the rules repeatedly talk about working with the counties. 2 years have passed, the counties haven't come in. We've been waiting for years on the Big Island for the county to figure out how to have a general election. They haven't figured it out. But the fact that the counties are not here does not relieve you from your obligation of insisting that the counties come in, interface on the general plan, interface on the Board of Water Supply and where water is on the neighbor islands and here. Yep. For this reason, I'm suggesting a process to bring the counties in, and I'm sending it to our county council. You can't even have an election there. You don't think for a minute they're going to be able to respond to you. And finally this, you cannot change the law that prohibits ceded land sales or requires a 2/3 vote by amending the rules of the PLDC. That is not legally allowable. People want to change the ceded land sale law, do it there, but you cannot put it here. My concluding remarks are this. From 1959 to the present, our state has had a practice of leasing out our trust lands, giving out our resources to foreign corporations, mainland companies, and the Big Five. Years ago, the states on the continent put together their own development arms so that they could develop their trust lands for their residents. It's time that we do the same. The PLDC has some problems. I'm about fixing it so that we can move forward. I am no longer going to support or be silent about the state practice of allowing private sector and foreign companies to develop our resources. I'm ready to work with the PLDC, and I'm tired of environmentalists and clappers. Where were you all when we got arrested? None of you came. I got arrested for these laws, and I want to see them implemented by our state trustee, developing our resources for our benefit. Thank you very much.